India's story is a tale of extraordinary growth, and nowhere is this more evident than in its population. Since gaining independence in 1947, India has witnessed its population surge from around 340 million to over 1.4 billion today in 2025. This remarkable journey has been marked by distinct phases of growth, driven by a complex interplay of factors. This essay delves into India's population journey, exploring its trends, drivers, and implications. From the shadow of colonialism emerged a nation brimming with hope and the promise of a brighter future. The early years after independence were marked by significant improvements in healthcare and sanitation. With these advancements came a decline in mortality rates, allowing more people to live longer lives. As a result, India's population began to grow at an unprecedented rate. This period also witnessed significant strides in agricultural production, thanks in part to the Green Revolution. This revolution, however, had unintended consequences. It led to regional disparities and environmental concerns that continue to shape India's demographic landscape. As we journey through the decades, we will uncover the multifaceted narrative of India's population, revealing a nation on a constant path of evolution. The years following India's independence in 1947 were a time of immense change and optimism. The nation, newly freed from the shackles of colonial rule, embarked on a path of nation-building and development. This period, spanning from 1947 to 1971, witnessed a dramatic surge in population, often referred to as the population boom. Several factors contributed to this unprecedented growth. The most significant was the sharp decline in mortality rates. Public health initiatives, such as vaccination drives and improved sanitation, led to a drastic reduction in deaths from preventable diseases. This meant more children were surviving infancy and more adults were living longer. Simultaneously, birth rates remained high. Cultural norms favored large families, and there was limited awareness about family planning methods. The combination of declining mortality rates and persistently high birth rates fueled rapid population growth. This period also saw advancements in agriculture, particularly with the onset of the Green Revolution. While this revolution boosted food production, it also led to an increase in the rural population as agricultural opportunities expanded. The post-independence boom laid the foundation for India's demographic trajectory, setting the stage for the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead. The Green Revolution, initiated in the mid-1960s, continued to influence India's population growth in the subsequent decades. The adoption of high-yielding variety seeds, increased fertilizer use, and improved irrigation techniques led to a significant increase in agricultural production. This, in turn, resulted in a decline in famine and hunger. However, the Green Revolution also had unintended consequences. It primarily benefited certain regions, particularly the northwestern states of Punjab, Haryana, and western Uttar Pradesh, leading to regional disparities in agricultural growth and income. This disparity contributed to migration patterns, with people from less developed regions moving to more prosperous areas in search of better opportunities. Furthermore, the intensive use of fertilizers and pesticides associated with the Green Revolution had adverse environmental impacts. Soil degradation, water pollution, and loss of biodiversity became growing concerns. Despite the Green Revolution's impact on food security, population growth continued at a rapid pace during this period. Family planning programs, while initiated during this time, were not yet widespread or fully effective in curbing the high fertility rate. The Green Revolution and its aftermath highlighted the complex interplay between population growth, agricultural development, and environmental sustainability. The period between 1991 and 2011 saw a gradual but significant shift in India's demographic landscape. While population growth continued, it did so at a slower pace compared to the previous decades. This period marked a turning point in India's demographic transition. Several factors contributed to this slowing growth. The most significant was the decline in fertility rates. Increased literacy rates, particularly among women, played a crucial role. Educated women were more likely to delay marriage, have fewer children, and adopt family planning methods. The Indian government's efforts to promote family planning also gained momentum during this period. Access to contraceptives improved and awareness campaigns became more effective. This period also witnessed significant economic growth, particularly in the services sector. This growth created new job opportunities, leading to a shift from rural to urban areas. Urbanization, coupled with rising living costs, further contributed to the decline in fertility rates. While population growth slowed, India's population continued to grow, albeit at a more manageable pace. This period laid the groundwork for the demographic dividend, with a larger proportion of the population entering their working years. Section 5. Towards a stabilized future, 2011 to 2025 and beyond. As we stand in 2025, India's population journey has entered a new phase. The country is on the cusp of a demographic transition, with fertility rates nearing replacement levels in many states. This suggests that India is moving towards a future of stabilized population growth. Several factors underpin this trend. Continued improvements in healthcare, sanitation, and access to education have led to further declines in mortality rates and increased life expectancy. This has resulted in a changing population structure, with a growing proportion of elderly citizens. Simultaneously, family planning programs have gained wider acceptance. The use of modern contraceptive methods has increased, and there is a growing awareness of the benefits of smaller families. Economic growth, while facing some challenges, continues to play a role in shaping demographic trends. The rise of a middle class, particularly in urban areas, has led to changing aspirations and consumption patterns. Smaller families are seen as more desirable, allowing parents to invest more in their children's education and well-being. India's demographic journey is far from over. As the country moves towards a stabilized population, it faces new challenges and opportunities related to an aging population, urbanization, and the need for sustainable development. Section 6. Drivers of change: health, wealth, and family planning. India's remarkable population journey can be attributed to a complex interplay of factors. From advancements in healthcare and rising incomes to changing social norms and government policies, multiple drivers have shaped the country's demographic landscape. One of the most significant drivers has been the substantial improvement in healthcare infrastructure and services. Increased access to healthcare, particularly in rural areas, has led to a decline in infant and child mortality rates. Vaccination drives have been instrumental in eradicating diseases like polio, contributing to a healthier population. Economic growth has also played a crucial role. As India's economy grew, particularly after the liberalization reforms of 1991, incomes rose and access to education and employment opportunities expanded. This upward mobility led to changes in social norms, with smaller families becoming more desirable. The government's family planning program, despite facing challenges in its early years, has been instrumental in promoting contraceptive use and raising awareness about family planning. Through targeted campaigns and outreach programs, the government has successfully encouraged couples to adopt family planning methods. These drivers, working in synergy, have propelled India towards a demographic transition characterized by declining fertility rates and a slowing population growth rate. Section 7. People on the move, migration and urbanization. India's population story is not just about numbers, it is also about movement. Migration, both within and outside the country, has been a constant feature of Indian society for centuries. From rural to urban areas, from one state to another, people have been on the move in search of better opportunities and a brighter future. The post-independence era witnessed significant internal migration patterns. The Green Revolution, while boosting agricultural production, also led to increased mechanization in agriculture, displacing some agricultural laborers. This, coupled with the allure of better job prospects and higher wages, led to a massive influx of people from rural areas to urban centers. This rural to urban migration has fueled the growth of megacities like Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, and Chennai. These cities, while offering economic opportunities, also face challenges related to housing, infrastructure, and social integration. International migration, too, has been a significant trend. Skilled professionals, particularly in the fields of information technology, medicine and engineering, have sought opportunities in developed countries, contributing to the Indian diaspora worldwide. Migration, both internal and international, has had a profound impact on India's demographic landscape, shaping its social, economic and cultural fabric. As Section 8, a land of contrasts, regional population trends. India, a land of diverse cultures, languages and traditions, also exhibits significant regional variations in population trends. While the country as a whole has witnessed a remarkable population journey, different regions have experienced this journey at varying paces and intensities. States in southern India, such as Kerala and Tamil Nadu, were among the first to experience a decline in fertility rates. This can be attributed to higher literacy rates, particularly among women, and greater access to healthcare and family planning services. In contrast, states in northern India, such as Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Rajasthan, have lagged behind in terms of demographic transition. These states continue to grapple with higher fertility rates, lower literacy rates and challenges in providing adequate healthcare and education facilities. These regional disparities pose unique challenges for policymakers. Addressing issues such as uneven development, access to healthcare and education, particularly in lagging regions, is crucial for ensuring equitable and sustainable population growth. Understanding these regional nuances is essential for formulating effective population policies that cater to the specific needs and challenges of different parts of the country. Section 9. Looking ahead, India in 2050 and beyond. As we gaze into the future, India's population journey continues to unfold, presenting both opportunities and challenges. While the country is projected to become the world's most populous nation by 2027, it is also expected to experience a slowing population growth rate in the coming decades. By 2050, India's population is projected to reach around 1.7 billion, after which it is expected to stabilize and eventually decline. This stabilization will bring about significant changes in India's demographic profile. One of the most significant changes will be the aging of the population. With declining fertility rates and increasing life expectancy, India will have a larger proportion of elderly citizens. This demographic shift will require adjustments in healthcare systems, pension schemes, and social welfare programs. Another challenge will be to ensure that the growing population has access to quality education, healthcare and employment opportunities. Investing in human capital will be crucial for harnessing the demographic dividend and ensuring sustainable economic growth. India's population journey is a testament to its resilience, adaptability and the aspirations of its people. As the country navigates the complexities of its demographic transition, it has the potential to emerge as a global leader in the 21st